Well, your Toledo Mud Hens are the inaugural AAA East Midwest Division champions after they got the victory over the Clippers on a Thursday. Matt Melzak joins us now. And Matt, you look back on this season, we still have this 10-game final stretch to go, but you look back in this regular season and maybe this Mud Hens team kind of came out of nowhere in late May, and then they just kept building that momentum, and they never really had a prolonged slump this year.
Yeah, really, you have to go all the way back for a prolonged slump, that 1-9 stretch that they had after winning the first two games of the regular season. I remember this team was 3-9 at one point, and they kind of finished right around 500 there in April, but played very well the rest of the way. Above 500 records every month, the remainder of the schedule. That's a reason why you win a division title. If you're able to do that with consistency, and they did that. And this team was deeper than I think a lot of people thought as it went along. You started to see that. I mean, in 1 month, you've got Mark Leiter Jr. wins the pitcher of the month. Aderlin Rodriguez, who had a strong season all year, but he carries you for a month. And then you start looking, and guys like Cody Clemens had a huge August. You start looking all the way through, and then you get the kids at the end, and you start going, man, this team ended up being a lot deeper than we probably thought it was going to be. I mean, a lot of people didn't think Renato Nunez would play as much time as he did for the Hens, 20 home run guy. You look down the lineup, Kristen Stewart hardly played the last few weeks of the year. He's a 20 home run guy. That's how good this team finished out the season as far as their lineup was concerned. But those guys were important during the course of the season because of the fact that you see the roster change. The season had really everything you could want, and it culminated in a division title.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart really carried that team that stretch in July. And then you get to those dog days of August, and those young guys, Kreidler, Torkelson, and Green, they provided such a big spark, not only in the box office with fans coming out to see these prospects, but we really saw that translate on the field, and those young guys provided that energy in August.
Yeah, I mean, you had Green and Kreidler each finish with over 300 batting averages for the Mud Hens in that last month of the season since they arrived. And Torkelson, of course, with all the power that he provided in there. So you look at the way they were able to really energize this club, and it came at a great time for them to get the call up, especially because it pushes all of the players. Really, the way you look at this season and the way it unfolded, it was a fantastic one for the Mud Hens, and one that we're certainly going to remember for years to come. I mean, really, you go back in the Jim Weber era, which we're going to start putting in the media guide, the Weber years from 1975 on. It's the third best team we've had here in downtown Toledo, so that's impressive stuff.
So now the Hens head to Louisville for 5 games, and there are some arms on the bats that you're looking forward to seeing this week.
Yeah, I think so. I think one, we're certainly sad. You'd like to see a top prospect, with Hunter Green being shut down by the Reds. He hit his innings limit. So we will not see him, which is a break for us. But you'd certainly like to see one of the top pros. I always look forward to that. I mean, earlier in this year we faced Matthew Liberatore. You like seeing those top prospects coming through, and whether they're with you or whether they're against you, it's kind of fun looking at the future guys as well. I think it's an interesting series. The Hens have always, in recent years, done very well down in Louisville. We'll see if that trend continues starting on Wednesday afternoon. Interesting that 3 of the 5 games, Mark, are in the daytime.
Yeah.
1 o'clock starts on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll see if that factors into anything as far as the games are concerned. But this is an interesting thing that the Major League Baseball has decided to do at the AAA level, and take all 30 teams. They're all matched up with 2 opponents for 5-game stretches, and let's see who in this 10 games has the best record. I think it's an interesting idea, especially in this season, to get everybody to play up to the end of the Major League level. And we'll see if it's something that, if it does really well, it might be something we see more going forward.
All right, thank you very much, Matt Melzak. Certainly looking forward to seeing you more going forward with the walleye season right around the corner as well.